All right, here we go. This is going to be a look at Daniel Peter Kelly from the Flagler Beach, Florida sting. A pretty good one, one that's really good. Actually, I really kind of like his interrogation, and maybe we'll do his full interrogation at some point later on. But yeah, we could get a look at his segment here. It's pretty interesting, pretty funny segment. Of course, he's probably most known for being the the let go of the keys predator, which makes sense. But at the same time, he's a bit more interesting. You gotta dive a little bit deeper into him. I don't have his chat log open. I haven't read his chat log. I apologize. I haven't done the most amount of research here as I could have. But I got the gist of it at the least. So we can. I feel like I know enough to cover him. So let's do it. Yeah, Daniel Kelly. So a bit of a dick, and of course he's Canadian as well. He's from Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, and which brings up again it just kind of goes all back to the interrogation. The small talk that they make. But while they wait for the head interrogator to come in, oh, do you like the weather down here? Certainly do, just a bunch of awkward shit like that, which makes that interrogation a bit more fun. But yeah, it's Canadian, and a lot of people seem to believe that he's a Scientologist as well, which adds another bit of complexity to him, And it kind of maybe explains his behavior a little bit, the arrogance, the defiance to hold on to his keys, perhaps. I don't know much about Scientology, really, so I'm probably not the best person to speak for this. That's kind of just coming from other people, that belief. But I guess we'll see. I mean, it certainly makes sense, the arguments that they laid out for it. But anyways, let's keep going here.
Up, we head back to the beach.
Could you come up here for a minute? All right, that's our boy.
Here's Daniel Kelly, a 45-year-old businessman who drove 3 hours from Cleveland.
I must say, he's probably 45, right? They said 45? 45-year-old businessman. He looks pretty decent for 45, I mean, especially, you have some of these predators who are like in their 20s and 30s who look just like 20 years older than they actually do. Kelly actually looks pretty decent, I'm not going to lie. But it's still. I mean, it's still fucking. He still looks like a fucking idiot. But yeah. He's got the nice leather jacket. He's got some confidence in him. He's got some sort of swagger to him, perhaps. Yeah, not too bad looking for his age.
And who drove 3 hours from Clearwater on Florida.
And Clearwater, apparently Clearwater is a hub for Scientologists. I never knew that until I watched this guy. Started reading some of the comments, reading the threads. I never knew that. The only thing I know Clearwater for is that it's where the Philadelphia Phillies have their spring training there. That's the only thing I know about them, about that city.
Hi!
And this girl, this decoy, yeah, speaking of current events here.
Hours from Clearwater.
She's getting married. She's engaged to somebody famous. I don't even know who the hell he is, though. Well, I can pull up the thread here. Give me a second. Yeah, I just had a fuck up with my recording there. I don't know how that sounded, but yeah, anyways, okay, so apparently engaged to Joey Lawrence. I've never heard of this person in my life, but yeah, that's her, and that's her fiance, I guess. I don't know who he is, some sort of actor. He just filed divorce again. I think this is his third marriage. This will be his third marriage, and he's 45, and I don't know how old Samantha is, but she's definitely younger than him by quite a lot. Apparently they got to know each other off of, being on set together or something like that. Oh, Jesus Christ. It scared the hell out of me. There's something outside who just, started up a machine of some sort. Holy shit. So yeah, this is apparently his third marriage. Okay, so yes, third marriage, 2002 to 2005, and they divorced last year. So that's interesting. Oh, I have comments. Ooh, I wonder if we got some TCAP related ones here. Yeah, okay, so this one is here. I'm past that. Oh, these are all, I love this. This is these are all TCAP lines. Oh man, no, really? Only 2? Come on. I'm disappointed in the internet here. I agree with this here. The general public is supposed to care why. I agree with that for sure. But I'm disappointed. Maybe there were more, and they just deleted some of them. Only some of you will get it. I'm curious, but come on. I'm disappointed that there's not more TCAP lines here. But yeah, I guess so I guess good for her. I don't know. I don't see this working out long term. But it's okay. It's people get married and get divorced all the time. It's just funny to see it in the news recently. So let's keep going.
How are you? It's freezing. Let me grab my Senko pack.
Online, Kelly used the screen name JPeterDK2000, the decoy name.
And why is that his screen name, J. Peter? Like, I get that he's Daniel Peter Kelly. Okay, that makes sense. It's just kind of weird that he reversed them. I don't know, but why the J? His name isn't John or anything, is it? That's kind of weird.
Amber, who said she was 13. Early in the chat, Kelly compliments the girl and makes small talk. But later in the chat, Kelly
Convertibles are
asks,
hot.
Have you gone all the way with anyone?
Oh man,
No.
This is great here. I mean, first of all, here, what is his profile pic? It's just kind of a random shot of him. I don't know if that's his actual profile pic or if that's just like something that they caught from a webcam, perhaps. But it's just him, kind of, a screenshot from a webcam, I should say. But it's just kind of him, just kind of cracking his knuckles or something. I don't fucking know. But kind of weird. And then over here, it's kind of weird again. Why does he put all the way in quotes? I don't know. It's just maybe he doesn't know how to work. He doesn't quite understand when you're supposed to use quotes, perhaps, or maybe he's just saying, hey, I mean, this is slang. This is slang. This is slang. I'm making sure you realize that this is slang here. Perhaps. I don't know. Kind of weird to put those in quotes, though, I would say.
Oh.
When you do, it will be special for sure.
I love that voice. I love this voiceover guy, man. He is great. When you do, it will be special for sure.
When you do, it will be special for sure.
and when she says she's going to log off and take a shower,
I know
is a
you
good
need
one,
someone
too.
there to wash your back for you, right? Washing the back would lead to washing the back of your legs, to the front of your legs, to the front of your stomach, and who knows where it would lead.
Oh my god. So yeah, I mean, it's such a great line to have, heard back or read back to you in a funny kind of voiceover. I mean, the guy's clearly putting a good amount of energy into his voiceover, which is, I guess, what he's supposed to do. I mean, that's his profession, of course. But yeah, it's funny. How has nobody throughout all the years here figured out who the hell this voiceover guy is? I figured, I mean, I would imagine it's probably in the credits of the episode. Somewhere in there. I can probably, what the hell? I got plenty of time here. Let me go look. No, I didn't. I did not find anything in the credits. There's only a few credits actually made, for, camera work and sound and stuff like that. But it doesn't say anything specifically about, hey, this was the voiceover guy, which is disappointing. Don't you want this guy to get more work here at NBC? How the hell is anyone supposed to find out? Yeah, I mean, it's this guy's just he's a fucking enigma. No one knows where the hell he is. No one knows who the hell he is.
then he talks about making out with the girl and about the nicknames he gives his penis. He clearly
That's fucking stupid, too. Oh, man. Yeah, the one part of his chat log that I'm aware of... Oh, shit, I already have it open. Okay, so right here. We can close that. But, yeah, I mean, even in his mugshot, he looks fucking smug and arrogant, too, doesn't he? Yeah, he does. Young Pike and this guy. I don't know who this guy is. Oh, that's Jamie Wolf? Oh, shit. I didn't realize he was that fat. Yeah, I didn't realize he was that fat. Yeah, that's him. This guy is a interesting one. Yeah, one of the better ones of the non-TCAP busts. Yeah, I didn't realize that was him. looks pretty fucking rough. But yeah, I got young Pike on the side as well. Okay, so yeah, but his nicknames for his penis. That was the original goal here. Okay, so Dickie. Okay, so yes, this is interesting, kind of stupid, and kind of creepy as well. Okay, so let's see here. I'm blushing. Good reason too. I got blood rushing around too. Don't know if it's going to my cheeks. Jesus Christ, like not very good sex talk here. I don't know. Well, where else would it be going? Give you one guess. Little Dicky is not so little anymore. Ooh, you know that is quite a way to come out and say it there, Daniel. LOL, and then exclamation point. Like, can't believe it. I need a few seconds. I need a few seconds to buy some time here to just get over how stupid of a line this was. You know, I mean, she sends that the LOL exclamation point. Waits like almost 30 seconds for another reply. Is that your dick's name? It's kind of cute. You know, among other ones. And I've called it Gertrude at times. You know, what the fuck? Yeah. After a hottie I knew in high school, or Peter Pecker. Jesus Christ. I never even had sex with Gertrude. What are you doing, Daniel? Ay, ay, ay. That's fucking weird, man. You know. It's so odd. So odd. And then here we go. We see again right here. He goes with the quotes again here. We now know that we would like to make out with. I just think he doesn't know how to work quotes. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think he just doesn't know how to use quotes. It's kind of like I believe Lord Armstrong, of course, did the same thing in his chat log, and yeah, it's kind of leads to a humorous effect sometimes. But anyways, let's keep going here. I gotta take a sip of water.
No, it's illegal to have sex with her.
You realize that we could get into a lot of trouble if we did? At least I could.
But Kelly keeps talking and eventually writes,
I want you so bad.
he agrees to meet at the beach. Now Kelly, nicknamed DJ, is talking to our decoy down on the boardwalk. Under the boardwalk,
DJ, I mean, where does the J come from in his name? If his name is Daniel Peter Kelly, where the hell does the J come from? You know, it's interesting. Could be a second name. I mean, we don't have any. He says in the interrogation he doesn't have any nicknames, not in life. You know, so where the hell does he get DJ from? That's interesting. Confirmation name. I mean, that's the only one that I would know of. You know, a second name like that. You know, it's kind of stupid. But you know, to go by that name in your personal life, but whatever. Just kind of weird, you know. I mean, where the hell does the J come from?
Is talking to our decoy down on the boardwalk. Under the boardwalk, Flagler Beach police officer Kevin Pineda and his partner are stationed in a bunker, ready for
I love that too. It's like a fucking bunker, you know, like it's in World War II or something, like a World War I trench or something. You know, it's gotta be perfect. You know, gotta, you know, gotta fucking make it. You know, it's like dangerous. You know, it's like we're going to goddamn war. You know, it's interesting. You know, why they, you know, needed to dig that hole. I mean, did they dig the hole or was it already there? Who the hell knows? But you know, it's just funny. It's like they're staked out like it's a high leverage, high tense situation. Even if they spot him, they're gonna get him anyway. He's not gonna go anywhere. He's not gonna run on the beach. He's not gonna run. Very difficult to run on the beach. He's not gonna go into the ocean. You know, that's a short-term solution. They wouldn't escape. He wouldn't escape. I mean. You know, it's like the only reason they're hiding out is because they want Hanson to get the interview. And the beach, it doesn't quite work. The beach doesn't work well in Flagler. It doesn't work as well as it did in New Jersey, where they get the actual interviews on the beach. And I'm wondering, you know, why was the reason he wanted to go to the beach? I'm just going to the beach. Is there a kind of setup or something? You live close to the beach? I mean, did he say anything because he didn't want to go to the house? Because that's the reason why they started going to the beach, you know. You know, because they didn't want people were getting suspicious about coming to the house. trying to just see real quick if he made up that, you know, if that was the reason why. I don't think it is. We can go to the beach, go to the movies, shoot some pool. Let's see what else. You host, you like the beach. Can I meet you on the beach, maybe? I don't know why. It seems like the decoy initiated the meeting of the beach kind of route. Okay. Yeah. So I don't know. That's one that's open to interpretation then. But it didn't work as well as it did in New Jersey. The beach, going to the beach, you know. So is this some kind of setup or something? Let's keep
Anything.
going.
You do lose a measure of control
That is right.
when you take this thing out.
I need to rewatch this full episode again. You know, it's a good one.
That is right.
Did that worry you?
It did, but we had officers posted all around the highway.
Soon, Pineda and the Flagler Beach police would be put to the test.
And I like this one too. It's a little Easter egg.
Be put to the test.
You can't quite see it. I'm not sure if I've mentioned
Pineda
this
and the
before.
Flagler Beach police would be put to
But you can't quite see it too well here. But it's on Pier 13 is what it says on that little block of wood right there. 13, you know, it's what it says right there. So it's interesting too because these guys are coming to meet 13-year-olds, and they're on. It's just kind of ironic.
The
like
test.
that.
How was the drive over here?
Good.
You can just stay up there. I'm coming up.
Hey, DJ?
So I don't know. I don't really
up
know
here
what
for a
the
minute.
end. I don't know what the end game was. You know, for these guys, they were just gonna talk on the boardwalk here. I guess that's what you call it. You know, I don't really know what their end game was. They don't have it set up right. Again, it just doesn't work as well as it did in New Jersey. I guess they had to do a dry run of it, perhaps. I guess, and then they're like, yeah, you know, it doesn't work right. It doesn't work too well doing it that way. If we ever go back to the beach again, we need some fucking chairs. We need some microphones in the sand. It's gonna be good that way. You gotta do it right. You gotta do it right. And I guess, you know, it's a dry run. It's their first attempt at it, and they didn't nail it right away.
Could you come up here for a minute?
And he gets a kind of smirk on his face. He's like, okay. You know, it would have been funny to see a full interview with him and Hanson, you know, because he would have been very, you know, arrogant and snarky, I think. You know, well, I was just coming to meet a girl for dinner and a movie, you know, I wasn't going to do anything wrong. And he's like, well, I have what you said right here. He's like, I didn't say that. You know, something like that. That's my Daniel Kelly voice. Wasn't too good, was it? I don't think so.
How you doing? All right. Good. I just want to talk to you for a minute.
And there he goes.
Hey, DJ?
The slow walk.
There's something I got to tell you, though. I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC. And we're doing a story on adults who try to meet teens online. What's that?
Yeah, what did he
makes a
say,
run
you know? Look at his stupid run. But I wonder what he did say. He's like, okay, that's fine. You know, something like that. I don't know. But Hanson sounds so old as he's yelling it, too. We're doing a story on adults.
And adults who try to meet teens online.
What does he say? I wonder what the fuck he said right there.
Kelly makes a run
And
for
look at
it.
him, stupid jog. This stupid fucking jog. At first, he just does like a little slow, like fucking turtle, you know, pace of a turtle walk
DJ?
right here. You
something
know,
I gotta tell
so
you, though.
slow. And then he books
I'm
it
Chris
into a
Hansen
little
with
light
Dateline
jog.
NBC. And we're doing a story on adults who try to meet teens online. What's that? Kelly makes a run for it with the police in hot pursuit, but he doesn't get
Oh,
far.
man.
What do you do? I'm trying to get my fast
Let go of the keys.
No, they're my keys.
Let go of the keys.
All right, all right.
Stop resisting.
I'm not resisting.
I'm not resisting. One of the better arrests, one of my favorite personal favorite arrests in all of TCAPdom. You know, Daniel Kelly. So again, just showing off his typical arrogance, you know, all of that jazz. He's like so insistent on holding on to his keys there. Insistent? Is that actually a word? A word? Insistent? I think it is, right? Yeah, okay, good. So he's very insistent on holding on to his keys there.
I'm trying to get my fast
Why? Like, just drop them, dude.
Let go of the keys.
No, they're my keys.
No, they're my keys.
The keys.
And then in perfect unison, both police officers are just like, enough of this bullshit.
Let go of the keys.
No, they're my keys.
Let go of the keys.
All right, all right.
And then they take him down anyway. Ooh,
Stop
gotta get
resisting.
sand all over you.
I'm not resisting.
I'm not resisting. He says with a straight face, I'm not resisting.
Stop resisting.
I'm not resisting.
I love it at the beginning, right at the beginning of his interrogation. I guess some officer, I don't know if it's one of these guys or not. I guess it has to be, right? But he says, I know we got off to a rough start earlier. We're gonna be okay though, right? And he goes, yeah, I guess. He's like, are we gonna be okay? And, yeah, we're cool. We're cool. Just it's it's like it's funny. It's they definitely didn't get off to a good start. That's accurate.
Kelly finally stops struggling and is brought back to the police station, read his rights, and questioned by an investigator.
Ask you my first.
The interrogation is pretty good. It's one of my favorites. We have all of them from Flagler, which is great. It's a great resource. I'm glad we have them all, but Kelly's is definitely one of my favorites. They're not all equal. Definitely not all equal. There are some that are quite short, and but Kelly's is right up there with the best of them.
Question to you, sir, is why are you here?
I was going to have dinner and maybe go to a movie with a young lady.
Kelly, who says his wife is away on a business trip,
On a
denies
business
he was
trip.
coming.
Some nice, Hanson putting his own twist on that. Not just a business trip; it's a business trip. They meet each other at the door a lot. Pass each other at the door a lot, as they say in the interrogation. He goes and he says he drives thousands of miles a year. They're both on the road a lot, probably cheating on each other. I bet you the wife does a bit of a better job at the cheating job than Daniel does, especially because if his chat log is any indication, he doesn't have much game. But he did say he was talking to another woman. As he says in his chat, as he says in the interrogation, he makes it very clear he was talking to. He says I was talking to another woman. Cuts himself off to make that perfectly clear, and they didn't have sex, so it's interesting.
For sex, even when the investigator points out that police found condoms in his jacket pocket.
They found 3 condoms in your pocket.
Yeah, I always carry condoms with me.
You always carry 3 condoms in your pocket?
Well, actually, they've been there for quite a while, and I didn't know I
I'm
had
single. I'm not married, and I don't carry condoms around.
3. Okay.
Okay. That's funny. I like how the interrogator, believes that he just hit a home run. And, he got him. It's a gotcha moment there. But he comes off sounding like a fucking idiot. Are you? Because I'm single. I'm not married. I don't carry condoms around. First of all, it makes him look okay. Well, not that it's the grand point here, but it makes him look like he's intentionally putting himself down, kind of. Depending on how you might read that. But I mean, and Kelly just goes, okay, that's you. Is that damning evidence? If that's the only, if that's the only example that you're going to bring up, I mean, it doesn't. Okay, that's just one person. There are plenty of people, I'm sure, that actually do that. I don't know. I don't do it. I mean, it's kind of weird that's how they try to get him to hang himself. I mean, that's not the way I would have gone about it. I think this is the same guy that kind of goes. I think this is the same interrogator that talks to Deepak Bist, B-I-S-T. And he says, dude, you had condoms on. We're not fucking playing games. You know what you were doing. And, Deepak rightfully gets backed into a corner and says, yeah, I was going to have sex with her. They don't really pursue that route. He just kind of says, well, you've got condoms on you. It looks bad. I mean, I'm single. I don't carry condoms around. But it's still... it's pretty. There's no doubting what the intentions were, but I'm just saying it's not the best way they could have gone about it from this guy's point of view. So yeah, they could have done a better job, I think, of hammering him on the condoms thing instead of just going, I don't carry condoms around. Okay, well that's you, so.
I didn't know.
And even Kelly just kind of goes, okay, Okay.
Single, I'm not married, and I don't carry condoms around.
Okay.
Later, Kelly pleaded not guilty
Oh,
to 2
man.
felony
It's
counts.
insane, isn't it?
2 of our alleged predators have gotten acquainted in jail. That's Daniel Kelly grabbing a smoke from Todd Spikes.
That's cute. You know, I wonder how they became friends. They don't seem like they would be a good... maybe, I don't know. But, you know, it's kind of funny how they became... Todd Spikes is, of course, the guy who brought an arsenal with them. And, you know, they made a big deal about it, the fear-mongering. There's an angel on everyone's shoulders tonight, you know. And then they make a big deal about him having the rifles and the guns and the bullets that they dubbed cop killers, but they apparently aren't cop killers. It's typical media there, right? But, you know... but, you know, it's cute that they are walking out at the same time together. It's like, oh, you know, they became friends.
That's Daniel Kelly grabbing a smoke from Todd Spikes. Kelly returns the favor and gives Spikes a ride.
So, like, it's funny because, you know, equating one thing to the other, you know, is grabbing a smoke is a favor, and then driving him somewhere is a little bit more of a, you know, of a bigger favor, I guess, than, you know, the giving of a cigarette, you know. So, you know, but it's interesting, too, because Kelly is from Alabama. He's the guy that drove from Alabama. So, I'm guessing Kelly's not driving him all the way back to Alabama, although that would be hilarious. He probably is just dropping him off at, like, a bus stop or something. You know, I mean, that's got to be hell, taking that bus back to Alabama, buttfuck Alabama, wherever the hell he's from. But yeah, that's Daniel Kelly, Daniel Peter Kelly. Yeah, pretty interesting. I think his interrogation is a bit better than the overall segment here, but overall, still one of the better Predators, I think, from Flagler. You know, real dickhead. And, you know, gets everybody to kind of dislike him. Does a really good job of making everyone hate him. And, you know, yeah, you know, right up there with some of the more arrogant Predators, I think. So, yeah, that'll do it, I think. That should do it. Don't really have much else. Actually, well, yeah, there are other pictures of him out there. I mean, if you guys want to see him, you can just Google him. Daniel Kelly. Just type in Daniel Kelly TCAP. I'm sure they'll pop up. He looked pretty rough. Like I said, yeah, fuck it. It'll make the point. I'll search him. Right, okay. So yeah, I mean, so I made the point earlier that, you know, he was a guy that looked a little bit better than his age. Looked good for his age. But, of course, as you can see later on, prison seemed to not do too well for him because he looks fucking rough here. I mean, and this is still his sex offender picture. There's this picture as well. He looks a little bit better than this picture, but still, I mean, it still looks pretty rough. But, you know, he is older now, so, you know, I mean, he was 45, so add 15 at least to that, right? So, I mean, he's fucking old. But, yeah, I mean, this is still his sex offender pic. Like, what the fuck are they doing down there in Florida? Like, why is he not had an updated picture at all, you know? It's 2012. We're going back to 2012. I would like to see what he looks like now, please. You know, I spend a good amount of time with this TCAP shit. I'd like to kind of get something from it once in a while, like a new pick. You know, I mean, I got so excited when there was the new Jim Klein pick or the new William Rowell pick. I would get excited too if there was a new Daniel Kelly pick. What the fuck? Maybe he doesn't live there anymore. It's possible, right? It should say, you know, like latest verification date, right? Somewhere on here? Maybe not. Yeah, annoying here. Florida, get it together. In more ways than one as well. But that's just a joke. I don't actually mean that. But yeah, that's pretty much it from Daniel Kelly. Hope you guys enjoyed. That'll do it. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.